Welcome, everybody, to episode 2 of the Curiosity Gap podcast. My name is CJ. I'll be hosting, and today we're going to talk about a topic that I wanted to get to in the last episode, but we didn't have time. So now we're going to talk about it. In the last episode, we talked about starting a podcast, and in that video, that episode, I mentioned, hey, I have another topic. It's about AI agents. We didn't get to that topic because that is a lot more in depth. So now that we have more time and it's a new episode, let's talk about it. So, AI agents. I've been experimenting with AI agents a lot recently, and it's been a lot of fun. One of the AI agents I've been building is a newsletter agent. Basically, I just type in, hey, write me a newsletter about such and such. Click enter. And I have it linked to an AI model that will automatically do research for me, automatically type out the newsletter, and automatically send it to my email. So that way I can see it whenever I want. Cool stuff. And in case it wasn't clear, I might have hidden it pretty well. The last episode, I actually talked about a newsletter that my AI agent wrote. Pretty sick, right? Now, I don't use an AI agent to do things word for word. I don't use it to do all of the research and things for me. I believe that AI is good for using it as a baseline, an outline, something to get started. I don't believe that it should be taking away from the human creativity or the human aspect behind something. A podcast, for example, the humanness of a podcast is the connections that you can have with the person, with the host, through personal stories, through voice inflections, and feeling the emotion that they're feeling. If you're watching this on video, I mean, I've been expressing things with my hands a little bit. And if you're listening, you could probably hear a couple of the different voice inflections and stuff that I've had. And when I break out into laughter for catching myself saying all the time. When we get to the hard part of, I don't know what it's. I mean, that's the fun part behind a podcast. I'm overthinking this, aren't I? I just need to talk. That's what I need to do. So let's get back to AI agents. What I'm using these AI agents for is to get a good baseline and to understand the basics of a topic. And it will give me some statistics, it'll give me some things to talk about. And then from that little amount of information that I have, then I can expand on that as much as I want based on my own human experience, based on my own personal stories. And I can ask other people that I might be interviewing. I can ask other people who have been involved in these topics that I was researching, quote unquote. I mean, I still do some research, but the basic, quick, gather all the information and summarize it really quick. I have an agent to do that. But then going into the deeper parts of each topic, that's where I come in and do my own research for that. And so the newsletter agent that I have right now is everything I talked about in the last episode all came from like maybe trying to count 12 sentences total. And I got what a 15-minute episode out of that. So I can expand on things a little bit on that. Okay, 12 might honestly be overkill. Yeah, I can expand on things, and I love talking about things and putting my own personal touch into things. And that's part of why I think that AI and humanity can work side by side. Um, it's definitely an area of growth. It's definitely something that there needs to be a lot more work done in. But I believe in using AI to challenge you and to improve the qualities that make you human. You could ask AI, hey, give me the answer to 2 plus 2 or something. But what I like to do is I like to use AI for deep Socratic discussion and asking follow up questions to help me process things and help me understand, hey, do I actually know what I'm talking about? And so I can have a Socratic discussion with AI and be like, well, why is 2 plus 2 equal to 4? I don't really know how to develop that further. It's just kind of a math fact that I learned back in the first grade. So, but why is 2 plus 2 4? Maybe we'll have to have an episode to dive deep into why 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. But the point is, I would encourage you to. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Curiosity challenge. Here's this time's this week. I don't know how often I'm gonna post these. This is the next curiosity challenge. Whether it's a week, whether it's a month, whether it's a decade. I probably won't do a decade. But anyways, here's the next curiosity challenge. I would encourage you to have a discussion with AI. Don't phrase it as give me the answer. Rather, phrase it in a framework where you give it a role. Say it is a financial expert and have it, and then prompt it to challenge your thinking and your ideas. So when you input, hey, I am 35 years old and I have $12,000 saved. I'm thinking about getting a new car. Is this a good investment? Use that prompt to have it challenge your thinking. Have it ask, why do you need a new car? Have it ask, how much do you have saved for retirement? Or have it ask you, are you investing it in somewhere else? Do you have a savings account where you have some more money? And have it challenge your thinking like that. Have it ask you follow up questions. Have it challenge your thinking and have it give feedback on the answers that you are asking it. I went through a process very similar to this recently where I asked AI to basically interview me and walk through the Japanese Ikigai interview process. And essentially, what that means is it breaks the interview up into kind of four different categories. Uh, what am I good at? What can I be paid for? What does the world need? And what do I enjoy doing? And it walked me through each of those categories. First, it talked about, hey, let's talk about your skills. Tell me about your skills. And then it analyzed some of the answers that I had. Then I would ask, okay, why do you enjoy doing these things? It's like, well, I really enjoy the creative aspect of it, or I really enjoy the logical structure and the numbers of it. And AI used that to help me find what is my ikigai. Ikigai means reason for being. It's a Japanese term for reason for being. And that's the intersection of all of these ideas to basically find a passion for a career. I thought it was really good. It did really well because I prompted it to ask me good questions. I prompted it to challenge my thinking. I prompted it to give me feedback and to ask me deeper questions than just what's 2 plus 2 or something that could give me a straight up answer. And that's what I'm intending to have another AI agent for, is to be able to ask those challenging questions. That's going to be one of the frameworks for future episodes. That's a agent that I'm working on right now. Be like, here's the topic. Here's what I know about it. Here's what I'm want to know about it. Now generate me a list of questions, deep questions to get me to think. Deep questions that I can talk about, that I can share my own experiences on, and deep questions that will get other people to think as well. And so that's kind of the framework that I've been following with AI agents. You can agree with it, or you can disagree with it. That's perfectly fine. I would challenge you to think about using AI in a different way. So that's the curiosity challenge. That's the AI. Can't speak. That's the AI agents episode. I hope you learned something. I hope that I got you to think a little bit. Thanks for listening, and that's all I got. Thanks for listening.